Flow class. It's going to be a practice that I shared with you right at the beginning of lockdown, which now feels like quite a long time ago. And it's kind of my go-to practice in the mornings for myself. So I'm really sharing with you what I often come back to, and it's a variation on sun salutations, followed by some nice stretchy work on the floor. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm going to come up to standing to start. I'm taking a moment to just root down through the soles of your feet. Hope you're all well, by the way. Because we are going to be saluting the sun in various ways, you might want to, I don't know how you're oriented in your room or in your garden, but it's quite nice to face the sun. I can see it through the top of my blinds here, but I'm hoping that you can feel a little bit more in touch with sunlight. And taking a moment to settle with your arms by your sides, shoulders just dropping away from the ears. We're looking for length in the spine, a little bit of a drawing down of your tailbone. You can close your eyes and center and settle for this practice, which is going to be fairly continual flow. Coming to the sensation of your breath. If you were here for the first practice, which was almost completely a pranayama practice this morning, you'll be noticing the after effects of that on your breathing now and on how you feel more generally. And taking time, for those of you who want to choose an intention, a particular focus for your practice, your sankalpa. And you can begin to introduce, if you haven't already, that gentle ujjayi, that gentle constriction at the back of your throat. Feeling completely present, completely embodied, connected to the floor, but also to your surroundings. And breathing in now, eyes open, lifting your arms up over your head. Taking hold of your left wrist and breathing out, coming over to the right, a little bit of a side stretch to start off this morning. As you press down into your left foot, breathe into the left side of your body and smile. Trying not to tilt your pelvis forwards, but rather tilting it back, tailbone tucked under. And then breathing in, come up to the top, separate your hands, and breathing out, take your right wrist and pressing into your right foot. Ease your way over to the left, stretch and breathe into the right side of the body, tucking the tailbone under. Beautiful. And then taking another breath in and straightening up, maybe looking up at your open hands now. And breathing out, arms down by your sides. If you wanted to play any music for this flowing salutation practice, you might want to put on one of my playlists or one of your own. And coming to the front of your mat. And we'll start with some very simple half sun salutations, which we've already practiced in the gentle yoga. Maybe you feel a little bit different now. So breathing in, floating your arms up. Maybe your palms meet, maybe they don't. And breathing out, coming all the way down, palms down the center. Hinging, chin to your chest, right at the end, release your fingers. And breathe in, straighten your legs. Lift your chest, slide your shoulder blades away. And then breathe out, folding in on yourself again. Palms together, breathe in and come all the way up. So it really is a prayer to the sun, to the day. Breathe out, hands back down to your chest. So if you can bring that prayer-like salutation quality to this practice, that could be quite a lovely thing to do, breathing in. Maybe a little bit of a back bend if that works for you. And then breathing out, straighten and come all the way down. Breathing into straight legs, open chest, slide the shoulders away. And breathe out, folding in again. Palms together as you breathe in and you come all the way up. And breathe out, hands down by your chest. We're going to take 3 more. I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to do it so you can join in. Remember your ujjayi. I'm just going to start my last one. I don't know about you. And as you come to the end of this final half sun salutation, taking a moment to simply feel the body, feel the breath, feel the connection. Feel the space around you. And we're going to move into our traditional Surya Namaskar, so traditional sun salutations with some variations. So breathing in, coming up again. And breathing out, fold. And breathing in, straight legs, flat back. As you breathe out, step back with your right foot, and bring the knee down. And slowly breathing in, sweep your arms up. Don't be in too much of a hurry. And breathing out, bring your hands down and either bring yourself to plank or to all fours, depending on your body today. Take an extra breath in here. And for this first sun salutation, let's all drop our knees on the breath out and slowly bring the front of the body down to the mat, articulating the spine until you come to your forehead. And on the breath in, roll your shoulders to your ears to peel your chest up. Don't be in any hurry, just feel the activation of your back muscles. And breathe out, come back down. Breathing into all fours and out to your downward dog. Really placing your feet, your hands, noticing everything. Staying with the breath, looking forwards. And on the next breath in, step your right foot forwards and your left knee comes down. Breathing in, sweeping your arms up. Each breath is a movement. That's part of the meditative quality of this. Breathing out, hands come down, curl your toes under. And on the breath in, lightly step forwards to a flat back. And breathe out, fold. Palms together as you breathe in and you come all the way up. And breathe out, hands down to your chest. And we go straight to the next one with the left foot coming back, breathing in. And breathe out, fold. Really feel you're breathing in the day, in the sun. Breathe in, straight legs, flat back. And step back with the left foot, breathe out. Back knee comes down. Really press down into the front foot. And breathe in, sweep up your arms. And breathe out, come down to find your plank or knees to the floor. And take an extra breath in. And either drop your knees this time or drop your knees, your chest and your chin. Breathe out. And on your breath in, slide your knees behind you, chest comes forwards. Lifting up into a little cobra. Head comes last. And then breathe out, forehead to the floor. Breathing into all fours. Exhale into your downward dog. Looking forwards, and on the inhale, step your left foot forwards. Exhale, drop the back knee. Inhale, sweep up your arms. Exhale, hands come down. Curl under your back toes, lift the knee and inhale straight to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Palms together, breathing in, come all the way up. And breathe out, hands come down. We're going to come straight to another traditional Surya Namaskar with variation. Breathing in. Maybe your body gradually feels a little bit more open as you continue. We're using these sun salutations themselves. Breathe out, come down. To limber up the body. Breathe in, straight legs flat back. Breathe out, step your right leg back. Bring the knee down. Plant your right hand down. We'll take a little twist to the left. Breathing in here. And then breathe out. Come straight to your plank. And take a breath in. And we'll take another knees, chest, chin, or just knees. Knees, chest, chin, exhale. And then slide your knees away, chest comes forwards. Breathe into your little cobra. And breathe out, come down. Really feel everything, no hurry. Breathe into all fours. Exhale into your downward dog. Looking forwards, breathe in, step forwards, right foot. Exhale, left knee comes down. Plant your left hand down and breathe in, twist to the right. And breathe out, hand comes down, curl under the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, straight to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Feel the flow and breathe in, come all the way up. So you begin to feel more life in you. Breathe out, hands come down. And breathing in, come up. And breathe out, come all the way down. Breathing in, straight legs, open chest. Stepping back with the left foot, breathe out. Knee comes down. Planting your left hand down and take a little twist to the right. And breathe out, find your plank. Or all fours. Take a breath in. Breathe out, knees, chest, chin. So really stick your bottom out behind you. And breathe in, slide your knees back, chest forwards into your cobra. Head comes last. And breathe out, come down. Breathe into all fours. Exhale, downward dog. Looking in between your hands, breathe in to step the left foot forwards. The right knee comes down. Breathe out. Plant your right hand down and breathe in, twist to the left. Breathe out, hand comes down. Are you still breathing ujjayi maybe? Curl your back toes under, lift the knee and breathe in straight to a flat back. And breathe out, fold. Palms together as you breathe in, and you come all the way up. And breathe out, straighten. Coming to our next one, breathing in. Really feel as if you're breathing a new life with every breath in, and you breathe out, releasing what you don't need. Breathe into a flat back, straight legs. And breathe out, stepping back with your right foot, knee comes down. This time, left hand to the knee, breathe in and lift your right arm up. And on a breath out, come over to the left a little. And breathe in, lift both hands up again. Breathe out, find your plank or your all fours and take a breath in. This time you could do knees, chest, chin, or come all the way down straight as a stick. Breathing in, peel your chest up, roll your shoulders back, head comes last. And breathe out, come all the way down. Breathing into all fours, exhale, downward dog. Looking in between your hands, inhale as you step your right foot forwards, left knee comes down, right hand to the knee, and then breathe in, lift up your left arm, finding length in the side body, and breathe out, come over a little to the right, and then breathe in, straighten up both arms up, and breathe out, hands come down, curl your back toes under, and breathe in, come straight to a flat back. Breathe out, fold. Palms together as you breathe in, and you come all the way up. Breathe out, hands to the heart. Breathing in, arms up. And breathe out, fold. Breathing in, straight legs, flat back. Stay with the breath. Left foot comes back, breath out. Right hand to the knee. Breathe in, sweep the left arm up. Really press into the ball of the front foot to stabilize you. And come over for a little side stretch to the right. Breathe in, straighten, lifting both arms up. And then find your plank on a breath out. Take a breath in, and you choose your way down to the mat on the breath out. Breathing in, peel your chest up, roll your shoulders back, head comes last. And then breathe out, come down. Breathing into all fours, exhale, downward dog. And looking in between your hands with a breath in, step your left foot forwards, your right knee comes down, left hand to the knee. Pressing down into the left foot, breathe in, come up with the right arm. And then come over to the left a little. So it really helps to tuck the tailbone under, pubic bone lifts so you don't hurt your lower back. And then breathe in, both arms come up. And breathe out, hands come down. Just forgotten where we are. Curl your back toes under. And breathe in, step to a flat back. I hope that's right. And breathe out, fold all the way down. Maybe I left half of one out. Breathe in, come all the way up. Breathe out, hands to your heart. And take a moment now to feel the body, feel the breath. Your eyes could be open, they could be closed. Just feeling the rush of life after these traditional Surya Namaskar. So lovely to see so many of you here this morning. Hi Mandy, Hi Karen, hi Carolina, hi Gillian, lots of you, it's gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to move on to Surya Namaskar A Ashtanga style now. Jane, I don't know how your ankle is, I hope you're okay for these sun salutations. I see that you're still here. Okay, so sun salutation A. A little bit more time to breathe in this. With a breath in now, sweep your arms up. Maybe take your pelvis forwards a little, palms together. Straighten and breathe out. Swan dive down. Lead with the heart. Chin to your chest. Lovely for the spine. And breathe into those straight legs again. Open chest. And either step or jump straight to your plank and come all the way down your way. Breathe in, come to either a cobra or an upward dog. Upward dog, just the tops of your feet and your hand to the floor. And then breathe out, downward dog now for 5 breaths. You've got time to really explore your downward dog. In the traditional Surya Namaskar, we move quickly, but now we can breathe into our dog. Focusing maybe with your Ujjayi breath. Maybe you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Really feeling the ribs, the front, the back, and the sides of the ribs. Pressing into the base of your thumb and forefinger. Wrapping the upper arms around the arms, just to create that space between the shoulder blades. Beautiful. Now looking in between your hands, inhaling, and step or jump your feet forward straight to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And then pressing into your feet. Breathe in, come all the way up. You can have a bit of a tuck in. Arms over your head and breathe out, arms down by your sides. We're going to take another one. Breathing in, arms up. And breathe out, fold. And breathing into flat back, straight legs. And either step or jump yourself back to plank and choose your way down to the mat. You might even want to hover a bit this time and flip your toes over. Push through the heels of your hands to an upward dog, drop the pelvis. Exhale, downward dog. 5 breaths. And finding your experience of downward dog. Do you want to have straight legs now? Do you want to really bend your knees a lot? Can you really lengthen from your hip creases to your armpits as you really breathe space and length into the whole of the torso? Lift your sitting bones right up towards the ceiling. You're tilting the pelvis forwards. Wonderful posture. If this is too much for you, come to all fours and do cat-cow movement. Or rest in child's pose. Looking in between your hands now. On a breath in, step or jump your feet forwards and come straight to a flat back. Breathing out, fold completely. And then pressing through your feet. Breathe in, come all the way up. And breathe out, hands to your heart. We're going to do one more Surya Namaskar A. Hope you're feeling energized, refreshed. Breathe in. Make every breath count and make every breath move you, coming down on the exhale. And breathing into a flat back. And as you breathe out, step or jump yourself back to a plank. I came down on my finger and come all the way down. Breathe in, peel up into either cobra or upward dog. And breathe out, find your downward dog. 5 breaths, 5 breaths. Breathing fully, really energizing into your downward dog. And then looking in between your hands. And on an inhale, step or jump your feet forward. Straight to a flat back. And breathe out, fold. Pressing through your feet, come all the way up, inhale. And exhale, bringing your hands down. Taking a moment to feel the body, to feel the breath. Really feel down through the soles of your feet. Feel the brightness in your chest now, maybe. And smile. Wonderful. So we're going to come to some variations of sun salutation B. So standing at the front of your mat, your feet are parallel. And breathing in, lifting your arms up. And as you breathe out, sit back in your chair, fingertips to the floor. Really tuck the tailbone under, navel to the spine. So you breathe in, lift your arms up by your ears. And then breathe out, fold completely. Breathe into a flat back. And then either step or jump to plank or bring your knees down. Choose your way down to the mat, take care. And breathe and peel your chest up. Roll your shoulders back, head comes last. And push yourself to a downward dog, breathing out. Now bring your left foot down at 45 degrees and step your right foot forwards, inhale. Exhale, stabilize your feet, they're hip distance apart. And from here, breathe in, come straight up to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. And then breathe out, hands down, lift the back heel. Come to plank, come all the way down your way. Remember, you can take cat-cow if this is too much. Breathe in, peel up. Downward dog. Right foot comes down 45 degrees and you step your left foot forwards. Stabilize here as you breathe out. And then breathe in, come all the way up. And breathe out. Hands come down. If you don't want to come to plank because you're too tired, come to downward dog or child's pose, otherwise plank, come down to the mat. Breathe in, peel up. And then we come back to 5 breaths in downward dog or in child's pose. So I'm going to listen to my body and take child's pose now. See how you're feeling. See how you're feeling. And then we'll all meet in child's pose. Downward dog. Looking in between your hands. Inhale as you step your feet forwards to a flat back. Exhale, sit back in your chair, tuck the tailbone under and then sweep up your arms, strong core, inhale. Exhale, push through your feet, arms are up. Take another inhale here. Exhale, arms down by your sides. We'll take another Surya Namaskar B variation. So breathing in, arms come up. And then breathe out, sit back in your chair. Lovely straight spine. Breathe in, arms come up. And breathe out, fold completely. Breathing into a flat back. And then either step or jump your way to your plank and come down your way. Got all those options. Choose your cobra or your upward dog. And breathe out, downward dog. This time place your right foot down at 45 degrees. Step your left foot forwards. And from that stability, inhale, come up. Interlacing your hands behind your back this time. Take a moment here. Slide the hands down the tailbone, down the back leg as you open your chest. Inhale, and on the exhale, pull yourself forwards, leading with your chest down inside that left knee. Humble warrior, and we'll stay for 3 breaths. Really strong in the back leg, squeezing your shoulder blades together. One more breath in. And then as you breathe out, release your hands first to your lower back, then around the front foot. Inhale to plank. Exhale, come down to the mat your way. Inhale, find your cobra or your upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot down at 45 degrees and step your right foot forwards. Inhale, come up, hands interlaced behind your back, and exhale, draw the hands down the back of the leg, rolling your shoulders together. Breathe in, bright chest. And breathe out, cascade down inside the right knee. Really push through the back foot. And take a few breaths. Some people bring their heads all the way down to the floor. I can't. But I know Mary and Gillian are here, and I bet you two can do this. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, drop your hands to your lower back, around the front foot. Lift the back heel. Come to your plank. Take a breath in and then choose your way down to the mat your way. Listen to your body. And breathe in, peel the chest up. Come back to take 5 breaths in your choice of pose, downward dog or child. And breathe. And breathe. Coming back to your breath and coming back to any intention you might have set for your practice. Really steadying everything down, because we're coming now down to the mat. With all of that energy, all of that enlivening. Feel your skin, feel your heartbeat. Feel the movement of your ribs and your belly with the breath. Beautiful. If you're in downward dog, please drop your knees now. And we're going to come to Anahatasana, heart melting pose. So I hope your knees are comfortable. You might need to cushion them a bit. Make sure they're right under your hips, so your thighs are vertical. Now there are variations of this pose. If you have any injury or pain in your shoulders, bring your forearms down in front of you and just rest your head on your forearms and melt down in the chest. Melt the chest down, the heart down towards the floor. Otherwise, you might like to extend your arms, probably taking them about mat distance apart. But some of you might need to take them wider or more narrow. Just choose the angle for your arms that is available for your shoulders. I really like these days, as you know, to hold onto the edge of the mat and pull the mat away. And then sink the chest down. You might be on your forehead, your chin, or your chest. And breathe here, really looking for softness and release beneath in the armpits, the side of the ribs, the chest, front and back of the heart space. Breathe. Sometimes it's nice to come to the side of your head if you find it too much strain on your forehead or your chin. Breathe. Still breathing Ujjayi maybe. Use every breath out to melt and let go a little bit more. Three more breaths. One more breath. And very gently drawing yourself back in, a little bit of engagement of your abdominal muscles. As you come into a rabbit, if that's comfortable for you. So your forearms are on the floor. What I'm interested in is space at the back of the neck. So not taking your head back, but just creating length in the back of the neck and settling yourself to breathe into the back body now. Really feel the back and the front and the sides of your rib cage as you breathe. How soft can you become in your face? How often have I said that? I can hear my voice repeating things over and over again, and yet I know myself that I forget in my own practice. Settle and breathe. And when you're ready, if you'd like to come back to all fours. I'm going to take a pigeon pose on the right. So if you know that your right knee can't do pigeon, come onto your back, bend your knees and take your right ankle over the left knee and draw your legs in towards you. Otherwise, right knee comes forwards outside the right hand, and you could take your right shin as far up the mat as works for you, but never ever having a sense of pain in the knee. Look over your left shoulder. Maybe curl under your left toes and lift the knees so you can draw that leg further back behind you, and then settle in to your pigeon. You should feel it here on the right. And take a breath in here as you just open the chest, maybe take the head back. And settle a little into the pelvis, into the hips. And you have a choice this morning. You could stay here with your chest lifted. You could lift the back foot and maybe even want to reach your hand for the back foot. Or you might like to come down into sleeping pigeon. So can you choose whichever those options you would like? And in terms of holding the back foot, you could try either hand, doesn't matter. Slightly different emphases, but right now it doesn't matter. Breathing and softening and melting into your pigeon pose of your choice. One more breath in and a long breath out. If you're holding your foot, release it. If you're in sleeping pigeon, gently come up. If you're on your back, roll over. And we're all going to roll over onto the right buttock and sweep the left leg around. So the left leg is extended. If you need to bend up the left knee or prop up the right knee, please do, so that you're not kind of all hunched up and scooped up. Lovely long spine. Turning your torso around over the left leg and breathe in and lift the spine up and out of the pelvis. And as you breathe out, stretch forwards, coming as far down as you want to. Don't have to hold on to the foot at all. If your leg is extended and the knee isn't bent, draw your toes towards you to really engage the hamstrings and the quadriceps. And then release for a few breaths into your Janu Shirshasana. Lovely pose, melting down through that right hip. Really soften the shoulders, the back of the ribs, back of the neck. And then you could stay in this version of Janu Shirshasana, or you might like to join me for a side bending version, in which case you bring your right hand to your hips, you'd hold onto your left big toe or higher up the leg, and then spin your shoulder, your face and your chest to the right. So you open out the upper body and lift up the right arm. So you're lengthening, lengthening, lengthening on the inhale. And on the exhale, come over with that right arm, if that's right for you. Maybe hand behind the head. Try to keep your skull in line with the spine. Some people like to wrap the right arm behind the body to hold on to the top of the left thigh. Whatever works for you. And then looking under the right armpit, if that's available. As you breathe and release here. Very much a releasing pose. Don't be straining. Soft behind the eyes and the jaw. One more breath in. As you breathe out, if your hand is up, take the right hand down in front of you. And breathe in gently. Come up facing forwards in between your legs. And then sweeping the left leg over for a twist. So for some of you, it'll be absolutely fine and you can feel both of your sitting bones. But some of you might find that you're keeling over here, probably to the right, in which case please release your right leg. There's no shame in that at all. You want to be able to really release into poses rather than tighten. So for years I tightened in all my yoga practices and really need somebody to point it out to you when you're doing that. And then crooking your right elbow around the left knee and drawing the leg right in towards your belly and chest. And take a breath in, lift the left arm, find that length, and then take a little twist to the left. Your belly and chest, you might want to help over your thigh, if that's relevant for you, as it seems to be for me during lockdown, even more than usual. And then find a few breaths here. Just ease your way. Try not to be too rigid in your twist. Use your eyes to maybe search a little bit further over the left shoulder. Use your abdominal organs to move you. One more breath in. And then breathe out, come back to the center. And whether your right leg is extended or not, bring the left knee to stack on top of the right knee for Gomukhasana legs. And again, the barometer here for whether you're doing the posture correctly for you is that you can feel both of your sitting bones. You don't want to be all hunched up and falling over to one side. Please feel that you can release that right leg. And then you might like to stay here. Really feel the base of your body opening in your chest. You might like to come with me and breathe in, open your arms out wide. And as you breathe out, bring your right arm over the left for Garudasana arms, really squeezing the tops of the arms together. Lifting your elbows and hands up and away. And then roll your shoulders up to your ears, inhale, and on the exhale, slide them back down again. And then stay. Some people like to come forwards, a bit more of a stretch in the back and the shoulders. You find where you want to be. Really come back to the breath. You might be breathing Ujjayi, or you might have stopped now. Beautiful pose. Lovely. Really grounding. Feel the softness of your face and the flow of your breath. One more breath in, and then releasing your arms if they were entangled. And bringing yourself out of that Gomukhasana legs pose and coming back to all fours so we can take that sequence to the left. So we start with pigeon. If you need to come on your back for pigeon, you take the left ankle over the right knee and draw your legs in towards you. Otherwise, sliding the left knee forwards and only moving your shin up the mat as far as you're able to with no pain in the knee. Look over your right shoulder to check the leg is extended and straight. You might want to lift the knee and pull it a little bit further back. Wonderful. Fingers out to the sides. And then choose here. Do you want to stay and keep breathing up the front of the spine? In this version of pigeon, do you want to come down to sleep? Or maybe you'd like to lift your back foot, pulling it in towards the right buttock, maybe looking over the left shoulder. If you're holding with your left hand, alternatively, you might be with your right hand, look over the right shoulder. Slightly different poses, choosing what's right for you. And breathe. and soften. One more breath in. If you're holding your foot, release the foot. If you're in sleeping pigeon, come up. If you're on your back, roll over. And then we all come over onto the left buttock and swing the right leg around for Janu Shirshasana. Remembering all those variations, bending the knee. And bring your torso around to face the right leg and inhale here. Finding length, and on the exhale, coming as far as you want to in this forward fold. Drawing your toes towards you if your leg is fully extended and your knee isn't bent. And breathe and soften at the back of the ribs, the back of the neck. Melting down into the hips. Let go. And gently coming up, gently coming up. And bringing your right leg over for a twist. Remember, you can extend the left leg if you can't feel both sitting bones. Crooking the left elbow around the knee to draw the leg in towards you. Pressing into this right foot. And breathe and lift up the right arm and breathe out, take a little twist to the right. Belly, chest over the thigh. Slide the shoulder blades down the back and breathe. Trying to find softness and a smile in your practice. One more breath in. And then breathe out, come back to the center, and we come to our Gomukhasana. So stacking the right knee over the left. Maybe you need to extend the left leg now. You must be able to feel both sitting bones. And maybe you sit here, very steady, very rooted. Maybe take your arms out, breathe in. Take the left arm over the right this time for your eagle arms. Lifting your elbows, your hands up and away from the face and sliding the shoulder blades down the spine. Breathe. Only come forwards if that feels right for you. That gives you more of an opening in the back. It can be really nice. But try not to lift your sitting bones off the floor. Breathe. And soften in the face. Soften in the face. One more breath in, and then breathe out, release. Before we come to relaxation, we'll take a very brief Upavista Konasana, so opening your legs out wide, maybe sitting up on something, maybe bending your knees. If you know that you're going to carry on with your own practice, that's absolutely fine. But after this, I'll bring everyone into relaxation. Bringing your toes towards you, really rooting the thigh bones down and lifting, inhale. And exhale, only coming far as down as works for you. And keep pulling your toes towards you and shooting the tops of your thighs back, your sitting bones back. And then soften the back body now. Soften, let go of the ujjayi if you're still breathing ujjayi. And take a few long, deep breaths, natural, without the constriction at the back of the throat. So although it's 9 o'clock, I'm hoping that you'll either move on to whatever, if you're experienced yogis, yoginis, you move into your own maybe headstands and those things that you do, or maybe now Coming to settle on your backs. Please, please don't jump off your mat right now, unless obviously you really have to. It's really important to settle the body. And what I'll do again, like I did the other morning, is just allow you to lie here. Please turn off your Zoom or your volume if you don't want in 5 minutes or so to hear me and maybe hear others, because I'm going to unmute everyone and invite anyone who just fancies seeing other faces to say hello to come up on the screen. It's just sometimes nice to do. If you know you don't want to do that, you just mute yourself, don't become visible. Or maybe just leave the Zoom program now so you don't hear us. And as you come to settle on your backs, just allowing the whole range of sensations to arise and observe them in the body. Breathing softly. Maybe recalling your intention for your practice and for your day.